So Billings, I know one of the things you're working on is automating. We're struggling with this idea, right, of how much information to give clients, right?
Yeah.
How much do they want to know about each step of litigation in a personal injury case?
Yeah.
Our firm is aggressive. We are trying to get as much money as we can for our clients. That includes oftentimes putting a case into suit if
Yep.
we're not able to resolve the case because the insurance offer is too low. And so from that, it's like, do we tell the client every single paper that's filed? Do we inform them that you can look it up on the judicial website? And events, right? Sometimes events get moved, get changed. And so how far in advance do we want to tell people about events? What do you think about that?
I think it's really tough because I think it's going to depend on each person. So how do we customize a system that's based on automation when that automation needs to change to meet the needs of different people? And I think that's the struggle. My inclination is to over-inform, right? I think at a minimum, if we're providing too much information, the client will call us and ask for an explanation, right? I think it's better to have the information and we can talk to the lawyer, it'll build a relationship, it'll educate the client. So I think I fall on the team of providing too much information. However, I recognize that sometimes people, look, this is what we deal with every day. This is what we're comfortable with. This is what that we see and we know every day. Our clients, they don't go to court and they get an email that says, oh, your case has been your case has been scheduled for trial. They're going to freak out, right?
Even though that trial might be 18 months away.
Yeah, or it may even hopefully the case settles usually, right? So I think we don't want to cause alarm for clients. And I think that's kind of the negative piece of the over sharing of information.
That'll be the balance, really. And it goes to AI, right? That'll be the next thing that we'll need to figure out. Our firm is already using AI in certain aspects.
Yeah.
And then focusing on, what to use it for, what's appropriate. You have, some law firms using it for briefs and it's citing phantom cases. We have not done that. We've been, against that. Some firms are using it to write briefs and they've created phantom cases, and we're trying to avoid that.
Yeah.
But in the same breath, we want to make sure that tool, which we know that defense attorneys are using, is benefiting our clients' cases.
Yeah, I think the lawyers have focused really on the brief writing, and I think that's certainly there's a place for that. I think the real value for our firm and personal injury firms is going to be analyzing the information, analyzing the medical records, creating documents that compile the data into a usable format so we can get more information. What do the future treatments look like? What can we expect from these types of injuries in 5 years, 10 years, right? I think that will be a real resource for firms like ours. But I think we're at the forefront of this. We are adopting it early on, and I think a lot of law firms, they're not even interested. They're not touching it. They're like, oh, I like the way we do it now. And I think they're going to miss out. I think they're going to miss things in the medical records and in the cases. And I think that's going to put them at a disadvantage. So I think we have to adopt it. We have to learn how to use it.
I agree, 100%. Our firm's committed to adopting artificial intelligence.
I don't think it's going to replace people. I think it will change their function, right? My view is that the AI will allow us to be a better law firm, better lawyers, better paralegals, communicate better with our clients, whatever the tool may be. We take that core functionality of our people and add the AI function to it.
To make a better law firm.
Yeah, I agree. I think that's the way that we need to do it.